Welcome to the PTTS. Today's date is December 5th, 2025. My name is Nang Hong Lam. Pretty much just this video just like upsetting outbursts, like pretty much like in my upsetting outbursts I outbursted out that I have been, beating the odds or doing the impossible. So like in a way, like back in before immigrant to the USA, still like during my early age, remember in the poor and feudal countryside, was able to establish become a leader and champion in that, and like I'm saying, all these considered is impossible, and then when I immigrated to the USA, was still able to continue on, even showing leadership and becoming champion in the M10 combat fights. Even though I didn't really, I still have to learn how to speak the English language at the time because being immigrated to the USA, but was still able to continue on showing leadership and became a champion in the M10 combat. So doing these considered impossible things through like in each stage of my life, and so it's sort of like in my upsetting outbursts, it's like been doing these impossible things in my life, and kind of like in a way felt like, and then continue on winning my M10 combat fight until, with kind of like in a way when all my fights is throughout the years 25, that was considered, would argue as an undisputed M10 combat championship title, if it is like an official league and something like that. So with all, again, impossible things that I have accomplished it. Then the trading card game tournament, which would argue as impossible because M10 at combat is like no brain, and I would be, there's no way I could be anywhere near a trading card game tournament, things like that, there's no way. And then did the impossible, have the most, not only I joined the trading card game tournament, but I have got the most first places among the player in the region of San Diego, which would consider as the regional TM game championship title holder. Anyway, and it's sort of like, okay, so pretty much all these impossible things I have accomplished it, but how would the world know me? Kind of like in a way, how am I going to get the world to know me? It's just sort of like, according to the traditions and the custom, you have to have some kind of connection with the journalism or the media in a way, kind of like in a way, how am I going to get the world to know me? It's like, notice me and things like that. You can have all the title did all the impossible thing, but how you gonna get the world to notice you? It's kind of like, in a way, it's like. And once again, I did another impossible thing by getting accepted as the reporter in the Mission Bay High School journalism. And then once again, afterward, did another impossible thing, got elected as club president of the Mesa Multimedia Club. Kind of like in the, and then finally someone say something back to me, like, but that person, it's in the bastard retribution paradox incognito, it's kind of like, in a way, that the impossible thing is, how does a world able to do the impossible thing and able to like a dick, kind of, in a way, it's like, that's the impossible thing, it's like, how does the world able to like dick, kind of, in a way, that's the impossible thing. Like, people are doing whatever they can, doing the best they can to be liked by the world, or to be noticed by the world, and dicks are doing whatever they can to stop those people, kind of like, in a way, why would people like dicks, it's like, so pretty much, just like, I'm upsetting outbursts, or like, in a way, it's like saying, like, but I'm just saying, maybe just better of not making these upsetting outbursts. Thank you for watching PTTS. Thank you for following PTTS. I'm gonna end this video in 3, 2, 1.